watching the latest episode of N1 from the N Zone. Click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
I'm sick. I am sick and tired of the disrespect shown to my Niners this fucking week. God damn, it's getting fucking ridiculous. All right, Alex, let's kick it.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, conference championship previews and picks. Let's start off with the NFC championship guy. Who do you got? Niners versus Detroit at home.
I think this is pretty straightforward. I mean, let's be honest. I think Niners are still probably gonna win this game. I'm gonna say it's gonna be really close, kind of, maybe, sorta. I got Niners 2 touchdowns.
Okay, so you got
No,
it.
I'll say 10 points. 10 points.
Okay. Yeah, I just think it's fucking ridiculous. Um, I'm taking Niners minus the points. If you can get him at -7, take the points. I know it's between 7.5. Niners are gonna win by. I think I'm saying it as verbosely as I did last week, but I think it's just fucking ridiculous. I saw a list come out this week where they were ranking the top 10 players in this game for both sides, and Fred wasn't even in the top 15.
Crazy. Crazy. That's
Bro,
crazy.
what?
It's crazy. Easily top. He's easily a top 5 talent.
Sorry, ladies and
3
gentlemen.
sometimes.
See, see that is how that has me. Like, that's how sick that's got me, okay? The disrespect shown to my guys. Jesus Christ. Like, I'll give Detroit their proper respect. They're a great team with a lot of young talent. But let's also not forget who Jared Goff is. Like, really, like, Jared Goff is who Jared Goff is, and he's in Detroit for a reason. Um, they moved him to Detroit because he wasn't reliable enough in the biggest moments to come through. So I don't think, like, hey, it'll be a tight game until the fourth quarter, where I think Brock is going to be able to pull away from the game, and hopefully not hopefully, we're gonna make the Super Bowl. I know we're gonna make the Super Bowl. Now moving on to the AFC Championship game. Who you got? Ravens versus the Chiefs.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one, but I think I gotta take the Ravens. And it's just because Lamar. Like Lamar, I think he's just such a hard player to stop. Like you could probably limit him to like a couple things, but like to fully stop him, it's really hard. So I think the Ravens take it just because their offense is gonna be too good.
I
Yeah.
think. Ooh,
It's gonna be close, I think. It's gonna be a great game, but I think I got Lamar. I got Lamar and the Ravens.
I'll be real with you.
Because no, you got to take into account both defenses are really good. So like, it's gonna be a good game.
I want to take the Chiefs, or at least Chiefs in the points. If you want to hedge your bets, take Chiefs in the points and take the Ravens on the money line. Um, I just, from what I've heard, uh, the officiating crew that's going to be coming out for this game, um, it looks like it might be favoring Mahomes, because the crew favors the away team a little bit more. And Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. He has a relationship with the officiating crew already. Um,
Mm,
I don't know, man.
I still got Lamar.
Uh, I'd
I still
like
got
to
Lamar.
see it. I'd like to see it. That's why I'm saying hedge your bets. Take the Ravens on the money line. But if you can't, take the Chiefs and the 4 points. I think it's between 3.5 and 4 points, but I think that's literally gonna be a field goal game. Uh,
Uh, nah.
Mahomes' record against the Ravens is 3-1.
Yeah, I still got Lamar. Lamar's winning this one.
I know, man. I believe in.
Lamar is winning this one. I'm like 99.9999% positive Ravens are winning.
I am 0.0001% sure the Chiefs can pull off that upset.
I like my chances.
I like my chances too. But yeah,
Uh, yeah.
if you must take the Chiefs and the points, Ravens on the money line, Niners to cover. Detroit, you guys had a hell of a season, but the only reason why I'm also picking the Niners to cover is because the amount of disrespect the national media has shown the Niners, not just Brock Purdy.
No, it's
It'd
not.
be,
It's not the Niners really. It's
it
really
would
just
no no no
Brock.
no no. It'd be one thing if it was just Brock Purdy. That one's already like a whole issue for me that I'm just like already annoyed from because of the whole goalpost moving. It's the whole now they're just taking away credit from Fred Warner. Now they're not taking into account Dre Greenlaw. Like what?
Hey, Dre Greenlaw, MVP of the first, game for the against the Packers, MVP.
Bro,
But
but do you
I,
understand
I
what
really, I really, I don't know. I feel like some players, I feel like Bosa is kind of, I don't want to say declined because I think he still leads the league in like the most pressures, but like, sack wise, numbers ain't theirs. Now the stat doesn't matter that much, but like, I don't know. I feel like the defense isn't the same defense from last year prior, you know?
so really quickly, just to sum it all up, uh just finishing off, Niners -7 over Detroit, Ravens over Chiefs. And moving on to an extra hot or an extra hot take on the national sports media. Yo, so what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that I don't think the defense has been as good as like previous years. Like
Oh
that's
no,
just
it hasn't. It hasn't. It really hasn't. It really has not. Like that's something like you've mentioned and we've brought up in recent episodes. Uh they're not pressuring the quarterback like they have. They're not stopping the run like that we're used to seeing. Um
yeah.
the reason why I think it is important for us to come out and establish the run and establish a lead early on in that game is so we don't have to what's it called? We don't so that way we don't have to worry about the run. Because usually the reason why we have
You
a good
know,
what
I
happened?
think no, but I was gonna say, I think the reason I think that our defenses worked so good prior is because like D'Amico, Robert Saleh, they understood that, okay, we play the box. Like, we're gonna stack the line of scrimmage, we're gonna have our DNs in there, we're gonna have our in there, like we're gonna stop the run. And then naturally everything else will come. Like I think Steve Wilkes, since he used to be a DB coach, right? Or something like that.
That's
He's
why Ward is
more.
actually like that's why Ward had the season he had.
Yeah, that's why he's more, like, okay, let's switch it up. Let's try to get our DBs like, to play better, to play this type of so the style didn't change, but he's just not completely used to it, or he's not fully aware of how the system works, I think,
No, I hear you, and I don't
really
disagree.
understanding. Yeah.
I don't disagree. But again, my problem isn't with like our team necessarily. It's just the amount of disrespect that they're showing the team. Like it would be one thing if it was just Brock Purdy, because I've gotten used to them just moving the goalpost on Brock Purdy. But now now so hold actually this is so if we're gonna talk about Brock Purdy's weapons, okay?
Hmm.
If we're gonna take credit away from Brock Purdy, then why don't you guys want to have him rank why don't you want to rank his two wide receivers in the top 10, top 15? He doesn't
Yeah.
he-
I mean, Debo hasn't had the season,
bro,
but he is a top,
nobody
15 wide
wants to
receiver.
put the Niners wide receivers. What are their two top receivers in the top 15 receivers in the NFL? How does he? Okay,
BA should be there. Top 15, BA should be there.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody wants to put the Niners receivers in the top 15 of NFL receivers. You can say, okay, Kittle, top 5, top 10 top 10 tight end in the league.
Top 3 tight end in the league. This year, top 1, number 1.
Again, I like Kittle, I'll give you that. CMC, top. But then you have 2 top 10 at their position. Kittle is on the later end of his career where it's not as impactful. I think he's not as impactful as he's been in previous years. Even though this year
But that's not
he
that's
led
not his fault though. I think that's just Kyle's right. That's just
well,
Kyle.
they
That's
spread
not
the
his fault.
ball. They spread the ball around. But
Hmm.
but that's what I'm saying though. So who is it? Joe Burrow got T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson, right? And
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, right?
No, Joe Burrow has T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and some other guy.
Yeah. T. Higgins and people will rank T. Higgins and Jamar Chase over Brandon Ayuk and Debo. Don't tell me they won't.
I'll
Come on.
take Jamar Chase over them.
They got Waddle. They got Waddle and Tyreek, and that people rank Waddle and Tyreek over Debo and Brandon.
Yeah, I mean Tyreek is Tyreek.
But
Did
Alex,
have like almost 2,000.
but we complain about we keep like taking away. We keep taking away from Brock's credit because of his weapons around him, but other teams have the same weapons, if not comparable, if not better, but they don't get shown the same disrespect our team gets or our quarterback gets. And I'm okay with that. One thing if it's our quarterback, but now you're like, that's what I'm saying. The disrespect on Debo, the disrespect on Brandon, not having them ranked top 10, top 15 for a lot of teams, for a lot of people. Like, come on. And then you're gonna say Brock Purdy, it's the talent around him, but you're not ranking that talent accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like there's probably a couple like wide receiver duos that I'd probably take over Brandon Ayuk and Debo, but like true wide receiver duos. But like there's not any, so like they should be probably in the top 7 wide receiver duos, top 5 probably, because I can't think of that many to be honest.
So let's go. Let's think about it. AFC East, they
Oh
got
no, like okay, in the AFC, I got uh uh
no. Let's just
Ty
name
Jalen Waddle.
let's just name wide receivers. Okay, we got Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, who's been on the decline, but people will still say that he's better. They'll say DeAndre Hopkins, who has been on the decline, is better.
No, DeAndre
Uh,
Hopkins is not on the list.
no, but they'll say he is. They'll say Devontae Adams is better, even though he shouldn't be on that list anymore. I'm giving
What?
those are people that
Devontae Adams is still good.
but okay, so that's 5. CeeDee Lamb, Joe
He's been good. AJ
uh
Brown,
J
Justin
J
Jefferson,
Justin Jefferson, uh
AJ Brown,
Jamar Chase, AJ
AJ Brown.
Brown, who else? Like
Uh,
I'm
uh,
giving you wide receivers that people will take over the Niners wide receivers, okay? Keenan Allen,
Keenan Allen. Yep, can't forget him.
DK
Uh,
Metcalf.
um, no, they're not. Nobody's taking DK. I'm sorry.
You don't think people will take DK? I think people will
Nobody's
take
taking
DK with that
DK.
size.
Um,
Uh,
um,
who else?
I'm thinking of players who have had
Cooper Cup.
really great seasons. Like, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nacua.
Amara, people will say Amara St. Brown, who's a rookie, is a better wide receiver than fucking Debo and Ayuk.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's not a rookie though.
He's not. He's a second year, no, third
He's
year.
like a third year.
Regardless, he hasn't done enough in the league to prove that he's on the same level as Debo and Ayuk.
Yeah, I think
12. That's 12.
Puka Nakua is the rookie, but
13. Puka 13. I'm trying to think. Oh, Zay Flowers.
no, Zay Flowers is not better. He's a rookie.
People will argue he's better.
No, I will argue that he's not.
People will argue he's better.
I would argue that he's not.
Um, who else?
I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I'm not gonna lie, is a dog. Yeah, definitely. He
How?
was third this year in yards and second with tied for receptions and tied for fourth with 10 touchdowns.
Okay.
That's pretty crazy. So I would definitely take, him probably over Brandon Ayuk or Debo.
But you see what I'm saying though. We keep taking away credit from Brock Purdy because of the talent surrounding him. We only have an elite running back. We have a top. He's the best running back in the league. Okay.
So look, on this list, they rank Brandon Ayuk 19
And where's Debo?
on the PFF. Debo is not even on the top 25. But they're probably ranking it from just the standards of this season alone. Like the stats that he's had this year have not been great, you know? So like
But
I'll tell you the
bro,
18. I'll tell you the 18.
bro, but I don't care. I don't care. You can tell me who the 18 are. I'm just saying the disrespect has to stop. Like you can't disrespect. Okay, you can't take away credit from Brock Purdy and say it's his weapons when his weapons aren't even ranked with those among the best in the league. He elevates.
I see your point
Do you see my point?
but yeah, a little bit,
Because if it was the okay, because I'll give you an example right here, right now. Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler is not a scrub. Is he a scrub? Austin Eckler is not a scrub.
I don't know what was going on with him within the last portion of the season, but he's not a scrub.
Austin Eckler is not a scrub. Keenan Allen, when he was healthy, Michael Williams, Jordan Palmer, Gerald Everett, are those not comparable weapons? Are those not good weapons?
They are. They are a good weapon.
How many times has Justin Herbert made it to the playoffs? How many playoff wins does he have?
0.
But they all blame his head coach, right?
Yeah, because his head coach sucked. Oh, hey,
But he was always scoring points.
but speaking of that now, Jim Harbaugh to the Chargers. Hey, Chargers are gonna be relevant. Justin Herbert's gonna win a lot of games, maybe win an MVP next season. I'm calling it right now. He might win an MVP next season.
You forget who Jim Harbaugh is.
It doesn't matter. He might run the ball like crazy, but he's gonna have some crazy throwing stats. So
I don't know about that. I mean, Justin Herbert is the best quarterback he's ever had at any level, to be completely honest. But
MVP, Justin Herbert, incoming. Calling it right now.
I think they'll be competitive in the AFC West. I think they will be
No,
very competitive. Oh,
just
Devon Smith, Nico Collins,
wait, what?
Garrett Wilson. Dude, it's just sorry. I'm just like it's just annoying. It's just I can't. I've just heard so much slander on my guys that it kind of hurts. Actually, I'm gonna do a little something for you. A little something for you. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Career
Mm.
averages. Uh let's see. Ooh. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have a person that averages, what is it? 2.5 about 2.5 career TDs a game, 1 interception. Or would you rather have someone that averages a 3-to-1 TD to interception ratio? Person has come back in the playoffs, fourth quarter. So hold on. Actually, let me break it down even better. Let me actually ask you. Okay, let me reset it. Would you rather have a person that's 3 touchdowns to 1 interception, 3 game winning drives, 2 fourth quarter comebacks in the playoffs, or 1 fourth quarter comeback in the playoff, 1 fourth quarter comeback in the regular season, or have somebody that is 2.5 TD interception ratio, has how many? 8 game winning drives, 6 fourth quarter comebacks, 0 in the playoffs in his career ever. And yeah, has a 2.5 touchdown, one
What was the first one? What was the first one?
3 touchdowns to 1 interception, 3 game winning drives, 2 in the playoffs, with 1 fourth quarter comeback in the playoff and 1 fourth quarter comeback in the regular season in their career. The other person has.
See, I'm guessing the first one is. I'm guessing the first one is Brock.
Who do you think the second
Yeah.
one is?
The second one. What's the second one? Dak.
No, it's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Okay, that was gonna be my next guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't even give you the fun step. So Josh Allen's career winning percentage, Brock Purdy's is 80%. Brock Purdy wins 80% of the games he plays. I know it's only been 25 games that he started. Josh Allen is averaging 66% of the games, 63% completion percentage, okay? Total yards passing per game is only 240 fucking 7.
Yeah, that's still a lot though.
Brock Purdy is 259 in his career.
You know, I really think it comes down to coaching, you know.
Alex.
But
So
like, you're gonna disagree with me on it. So like, you know.
Josh Allen, hold on. Josh Allen played in his first two seasons in the NFL, played 28 games. And in those 28 games, total yards combined, 6,660 yards. Total yards. You know how many Brock Purdy has in 25? And this is including Josh Allen's single, because he made the playoffs his second year. He went 0 for 1 in 52% completion, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 92 rushing yards, 42.5 QBR. Brock's, he has 10 more yards passing with 3 games less total yards.
Yeah, again, I think it comes down to coaching. I think it comes down to coaching. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I think it really just comes down to coaching. I think Brock came in with a team that was already built, you
Oh,
know?
also, in Brock Purdy's, really quickly before we because we're running out of time, so we're gonna take a really quick break and we're gonna come back. Um, and then the second part's gonna be a lot shorter. But really quickly, in Brock Purdy's first 25 games, 52 TDs, 17 turnovers. Josh Allen had 47 touchdowns, 27 turnovers in his first two seasons, which is 28 starts, including the playoffs. 30 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 17 rushing touchdowns, 6 fumbles. Brock Purdy has him beat.
That's just that experience, bro. That's that 4 years of college right there.
Oh, and now let's compare him to the man he's going to be facing on Sunday.
Jared
Jared.
Goff.
Yeah. Let's compare their first 2 seasons in the league.
I think their seasons are so you can't really compare them. Like, there's no point. There's no point. Like Brock came in with more experience and better coaching
You
and a
know,
better team.
you know what they're trying to say? You know, Goff has played this is going to be his 20th game. He's played 2 more games than Brock this season. And they're like, "Oh my God, Jared Goff's numbers have been comparable to Brock." It's because Goff has literally played 2 more games than Brock Purdy has this year. So he's been able to catch up and surpass him in certain statistics combined.
Game
Regular,
did Brock miss this year?
he missed week 17, which I thought was a mistake, and
That
he
was just
missed
one
the
game.
wild
Oh,
card
you're
week.
talking about the postseason game.
Well, I'm sorry, week 18. Week 18
And then
when
the
they said it,
postseason?
and then the first wild, yeah,
No.
those are 2 games that he set out. That
But my
Jared
thing
Goff.
is, like you can't compare the beginning of their careers because like they're the team that Brock came onto was already built to win. Like those teams were
Bro, are
onto
we
like
gonna act like the Rams weren't built when Sean McVay got there? At least the second year?
not like the Niners. You can't compare them to the Niners. Like that's crazy. You got a
There's a
top 10.
reason why Goff is in Detroit, my guy.
Yeah, I know, but that team was not built like the Niners. They did not have a top tight end, top running back, top wide receivers. They
Todd
didn't have
Gurley,
top
excuse me, Todd Gurley at the time, he was in his prime.
dude. Do you understand all the other positions that I'm naming too?
Let's look at the team.
I'm
Uh
naming positions right now that we have a top what lineman, top wide receivers, top running backs,
oh,
top tight end. On defense, we have a top D end, top linebacker, top DB. I mean, like our team is built to win like now. Our team is good.
what was it 2000, was it 2017 or 19?
19?
No, it was 2018.
Oh no, 18. Right? Todd Gurley, 2018. 2018, Todd Gurley stats. Yes, I believe it was 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a brief break. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome to part 2 of episode 9. Bro, let's kick it. So, I'm looking at the 2018 roster. They had Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. Robert Woods at that time was still, ooh.
Mm. Ooh. Ooh is right, huh?
Oh no, Robert Woods. Okay, 86 catches, 1,219 yards. Cooper Kupp, 40 catches, 566 yards, 6 TDs, 4 rushes, 25. Cooper Kupp wasn't the Cooper Kupp we know of today, but he was still productive at that point in time. Brandon
But not
Cooks,
the Cup of today.
Brandon Cooks, 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Robert Woods, 80 catches, 1,200 yards. 157 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 7 combined touchdowns. Bro, he had weapons that year. I don't care. Tyler Higbee was also a good weapon. Andrew Whitworth is a solid offensive lineman. Uh, let's not act like Dominican Sue is a scrub. Let's not forget Marcus Peters at that time was still 25 years old, and Aqib Talib is experienced veteran. Come on. The Rams had a 13-3 season that year.
No. They were trash, bro. They're trash.
13-3 that year. But who choked it away?
I still feel like, Brock has the better team if you're comparing the starts to the
Well,
beginning.
okay, let's
I
just
was
look at
still to the
okay,
beginning.
actually let's just look at Jared Goff's entire career and compare his yards per game average or his like touchdown to interception ratio, completion percentage. Easy.
Yes. That's Brock's experience.
What experience? Goff has been in the league a lot longer than Brock.
I'm looking at it like
What
Brock
experience?
had what 4 years in college, right?
And how many
That's multiple
years has
games,
Goff been
multiple
in the
years of
league?
experience.
And
No,
how
no, no,
many
I'm talking about the beginning periods of their careers, not
and how
Jared
many
Goff's
years had
whole
Goff
career.
been playing
Not
college
their whole
football?
career. Jared Goff did not do 4 years in college.
Yes, he did.
No
Look,
way. Jared Goff, how many years of college did he do?
Jared Goff college ball. We're looking that shit up. Because he came into the league when he was, I think, 24, 23, 24.
Mm-mm.
Played 3 years.
It was 3 seasons
3 seasons. Started 3 seasons.
at Cal.
Yeah. 1,500 pass attempts.
And Jared Goff, and Brock, played what?
Oh,
Brock Purdy.
you want to look at Brock's? Brock started 4 years in college.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Brock didn't come out after his junior year because he wasn't projected to be a number 1 overall pick like Goff was.
He wasn't a number 1 pick in the draft.
Goff was the number 1
anyway.
overall pick.
Not in in
Goff
this
was
draft.
yes, he was the number 1 overall pick in his draft class. Goff is the number 1 overall pick. Yes.
Brock. I'm talking about Brock, not Goff.
Oh no. What about Goff?
No, I'm saying Brock was not the number 1 pick. He was the last pick.
Yeah.
Brock just has more experience. That's why he's been better.
What
Better
experience
coaching,
are you
more
talking about?
experience. He's seen more reps on the football
Oh my
field.
God, Alex, college ball is not the same as NFL ball. It is not
But
the
it's still,
same. No.
you still
No.
learn more about the
Oh my,
game
did
before
we
you're
not
in
just
it.
look?
I
Oh
know
my
the game
God.
doesn't translate. I know the game in the NFL is faster,
Alex,
but more
Alex,
experience,
Goff
more
had
reps.
1,500 attempts from the pocket in college. There's a reason why he went number 1 overall in his draft class in 2017, I believe. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna look up Brock Purdy's stats right now. Oh my Lord. Would you look at that? Brock Purdy had less attempts.
But he's seen more reps.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
No, he hasn't.
It's a done deal. I don't need to look at the stats to know. I know already. I know.
What
I know.
reps are you talking about?
He's just more years in college. He's seen more. He knows
What
how it
more years
works.
in college?
He's just
Alex,
better than
stop.
Goff.
Oh my God.
Better
Don't
coaching.
do this, bro. Do not
Better
do this.
coaching.
Do not do this.
Better
Stop
coaching.
it. Stop it.
Better
Stop
coaching.
it. What are you talking
Better
about?
coaching.
What are you talking about?
He's just had better coaching.
No. Sean McVay won a Super Bowl, unlike our coach.
But he couldn't do it with Jared Goff, and that's why the
No,
coaching
because
separates
Jared
him.
Goff is ass. Because even with the experience, he wasn't him. He's not him.
It's because Kyle Shanahan's a great coach.
Alex.
He just haven't had the great quarterback. He choked with Matt Ryan. Don't get me wrong. But Sean McVay needed a great quarterback. He couldn't
Alex.
coach a quarterback into becoming a great quarterback. You feel me? Damn, I was bars.
No, not even close. Alex,
I'm right. I'm right.
If Jared Goff has 100, is it 100 more? Oh, yeah, 102 more attempts from the pocket in his college career. More than Brock Purdy.
I'm telling you, bro. It goes back to the
Oh,
coaching.
no.
It's about how good is your
No.
coach at developing
No,
talent.
that's not even the fucking point.
Yes.
Jared Goff has been the same player he's been since college. Jared Goff in college was a 62% completion percentage player. Okay? What is he in the NFL? 64% completion percentage. Brock Purdy consistently been a 67% completion percentage guy. Even in the NFL, that translates. He takes care of the ball. Interceptions. The most he's ever thrown in a season is 9. Goff, 13. Goff is
this season Brock threw like, I don't know, like 11, I think.
Brock threw 11, Goff threw 12.
Yeah.
Brock threw 12. Brock even had more touchdowns than Goff had this year.
I think it's all about how you develop your talent. How can develop talent.
No, Brock has shown you since college that he is a special and consistently.
No, I disagree.
Oh my God.
I disagree. You give the guy too much credit. I disagree.
You are fucking you really give Kyle too much credit. He's 0-30 when any other quarterback than Brock Purdy when he's trailing by more than 7 in the fucking fourth quarter.
He's my guy. Brock, he to me he
You
still has to
don't
prove it,
believe
man.
in Brock. You don't
I
think
don't.
Brock is special.
I don't believe he's special. Not like that.
No, you aren't a Brock believer. You're literally one of the people that got stuck with Brock because Trey Lance wasn't special. Because I said it before. Real life isn't Madden.
Yeah, of course.
Life ain't Madden. Oh, and everybody's like, oh, Brock Purdy can't play in the rain. Neither could Trey Lance. We saw in that rain game against Chicago, where it was the same amount of rain that we had in San Francisco. Couldn't fucking pull it off in the regular season. And this is also another thing. It's the regular season. Brock Purdy, when it matters in the playoffs, comes back, fourth quarter game-winning drives. The reason why I think that is because he, in the regular season, he feels like he has the liberty to experiment and see what he can get away with and what he can't get away with. That throw into triple coverage with Jawan Jennings last week, if that was Mahomes, Lamar, or Josh Allen, that would have been considered a great tight window throw. But because it's Brock Purdy in the 7th round, oh my God, Brock, you got lucky for making that throw. You're such a small quarterback.
No one said he's lucky. That was just a good throw.
Yes, no.
I don't know who you watching, but
You ain't
I
watching. No. You ain't watch. Like I'm watching the Herd. I'm watching ESPN. I'm watching fucking. The only one that's been standing up for me is Richard Sherman and Pat McAfee, and Craig Carton. Everybody else, that throw should have. He got lucky with that throw, and I'm just like, no.
Dude, a lot of people are saying that throw was really good. You have like Dan Orlovsky saying it was a good throw. You have a bunch of other reporters saying that it was a good throw. Like, I'm just saying, like,
I'm
there's
just
not a lot of people hating, like, you making it seem like the whole world is against him. No,
they are
they're not. You're just
every time.
sensitive. You're just sensitive.
No, I'm not sensitive. It's just
You are.
annoying.
Yeah, you're
They don't
sensitive.
give him the proper
No,
respect.
you're just
They're like,
sensitive.
oh, Brock Purdy
You're just
cannot
sensitive.
come back in the fourth quarter. What does he do when the playoffs? He comes back in the fourth quarter. Oh, that's just worrisome because he had a terrible game. You know why he had a terrible game? Because he has less than 30 starts in the NFL, and his head coach, who makes questionable fucking decisions sometimes, decided to rest him the last week of the season when he should have played at least a drive to keep in rhythm. But they didn't do that.
I think
And
you're just sensitive.
no, I'm not. It's just, can we give the man his respect? Can we give him his respect? Can we stop acting like Jared Goff is in the same conversation as him? Because he's not. He is not. Jared Goff has a 2.3 touchdown to interception ratio. In the playoffs, he has 2 game-winning drives with 1 fourth quarter comeback. Brock has 3 in his career. Oh, Brock has 2 in the playoffs, 1 in the fourth quarter as well. Yards per game, he has Brock beat by a yard. But Brock has him beat in winning when it overall winning 80% over 56%. And bro, come on. I'd rather have a 3-1 touchdown to interception ratio with Brock.
It's coaching, bro. I think
He
it's
takes
coaching.
care of the ball. No, it's not just coaching. It's not just coaching, because Brock since Iowa, he's been the same way. He takes care of the ball. He takes care of the ball. That's his superpower. Like, he takes care of the ball. People just don't want to give Brock his respect.
You're just sensitive.
No, y'all don't look at the fucking tape. Y'all act like you look at the tape. Y'all say you see, like, you look at the tape. When the tape doesn't agree with you, you go to the stats. When the stats don't agree with you, you go to the tape. It's just make up your fucking minds, people, because it's annoying. It's annoying. You guys don't look at the tape. And then when you see it in the tape, you see it in the game. Because I watched the entire game. I've seen him make the throws. You don't watch the entire games. Don't act like you do.
No, I don't watch all the games because I'm busy. I got another job.
So do I.
But what I will say though is,
See?
no,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
what
You
I will
guys
say is,
don't
I
watch
always
the
go back and
fucking
rewatch the
games.
film. I always go back and rewatch the
You
film.
don't no, you watch the highlights. That's
No,
not
I
the
don't
film.
watch the highlights actually. I'm gonna show you exactly what I watch.
And this is what I'm saying, people. People are criticizing him off what others see off the highlights, but they don't look at the entirety of the game and see what he does.
No, I watched the game. I
You
watched the
turned
high.
off the last game because you thought he
I watched
would have
I
come
watched
back.
the highlights and then I do the film. I want you to go to the QB school. Brock Purdy divisional analysis, okay?
Where do you watch? What, on YouTube?
On YouTube. Go search that up right now. Go ahead. That's film right there. That's my film.
What's it called?
Brock Purdy divisional analysis. Divisional round analysis. That's what I'd be watching. I watch the film. I pay attention.
Whose do you watch? Oh, the QB school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I watched the film. I watched the film now. And then I also watch bad plays. Like, I mean, honestly, the thing that just bothers me about Brock that really hasn't sold me is the fact that if he throws one pick, I feel like we have a very high losing. I feel like his confidence is lost if he just throws one bad pick. Ooh, like that just scares me. And that was proven with the Ravens game, I think. So,
Actually, the only thing I liked about the Ravens game was the fact that he didn't give up. Like earlier in the season when he played, what was it? What's their call? What's their name? Who they play? When they, I think when they played Minnesota, it was when we were go on that 3-game losing streak, and I just saw him like during one of the games, he just head down, eyes down, gave up. And I was like, I don't want to see that in you, Brock.
but that Ravens game just made me kind of like upset because I saw him throw one pick and kind of lose confidence in the
No,
throws that he was making. And a
so
lot of the
he
throws that he
threw
was
four
making
interceptions
being
that game,
tipped.
didn't he? Yeah, he threw four
He had
interceptions.
4 picks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. You know why? Because he didn't stop throwing the fucking ball. It's a regular season game. He tried to get us out of it. And bro, he's got less than 30 starts. At that point, he was under, I think, 20 starts. No, that was like his 22nd or 20th start in his career. He has to learn, doesn't he? He has to develop. Am I wrong?
No, but that's the thing. That's why I feel like if you're saying like, oh, he has to develop and do all these things, then
But
like the
okay,
chances
so
of
the
us winning
reason why
this year aren't that realistic.
no, what do you mean?
Because if you're saying he has to learn and he has to develop, and if he's throwing into picks and doing all these things, then eventually, when is that time to develop? Like, come to an end and be like, okay, he's ready now to let us win games. Or are you saying he's good enough now, regardless of him
So
being able
that's
to
what I'm
develop?
saying in the regular season. So because this is why I did the whole regular season and playoffs. In the regular season, because yes, there's that intensity that you feel like you need to do things, but in the regular season, he knows that he can risk making certain throws, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Regular season is when you can develop. That's why last week, when it was down to crunch time and we needed to have that drive, he put it in the clutch and he knew exactly what he needed to do to drive us down the field to get us into to get McCaffrey to score the touchdown.
But
Does that
that
make
doesn't
sense?
come. That doesn't come from the Ravens
That's
game.
no, that is
That comes
experience.
from like
That is experience, bro.
That comes from
Look
like
at Jordan
experience.
Love's look at Jordan Love's inexperience. Rather than pull the ball in, having a minute and a half and trying to either throw it away or run up and gain some yards with his legs because he's supposed to be more mobile than Brock fucking Purdy, he threw a fucking pick to Dre Greenlaw to fucking end the game. That's experience. Brock Purdy knew not to do that in that situation. That's what I'm saying. He's developing, he's learning the decision making.
But are you saying he's good enough to win us a Super Bowl this year, regardless of him, still having to develop? And why? Why?
Alex,
Why?
the reason
Why?
why
Because he has
is
a good team around him.
hold on. He has an excellent team around him. If he pulls it off this year, I am confident that in the future, after this year, because of the way his career trajectory has been, I think that by the time he gets to hopefully year 3, year 4, and we have to re-sign him, I'm not saying he's going to be putting up Patrick Mahomes type numbers, but what I am saying is he's going to be able to be early Tom Brady ish.
Wow. Wow.
Early Tom Brady-ish, early
Wow.
Tom Brady, where he's
Wow.
able to elevate the talent around him because he'll be able
Wow.
to read defenses. No,
Wow.
no, he'll be able to read defenses enough with Kyle Shanahan as his play caller. Because that's also another thing. I think this partnership is a great partnership between Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy. So I think Brock Purdy, by the time they have to move off of Debo, they have to move off of George, Brock is going to be able to elevate us to be contenders at that point in time because he'll be able to read defenses. He'll be able to do things that he's learning still in his 25 games in the league. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's crazy though. Wow. Tom Brady. Wow.
Again, I'm not saying Tom Brady when he was winning, like putting up insane numbers with after the Randy Moss era, when like the last dynasty. I'm talking about the early dynasty where he was the game manager.
Yeah, that's still insane. Like,
Alex, look at his when Brock is healthy,
I
he
don't
only
know if look, Brock is good.
you
Brock
don't
is really good, but
he's extremely good. You underestimate his ability.
wow, I don't know. That's kind of a stretch.
No, it's bro. Okay, 2 years in the league. Okay. Both years, NFC Championship game, potentially Super Bowl. Wins the Super Bowl his second year in the league. Already ahead of Mahomes, who won it his third year in the league. Has the weapons still around him next year. Another year of development. His arm is going to be healthier next year. Because we're also forgetting he's coming off of surgery. His arm is still not 100%. That's also another thing.
His arm probably feels 100% right now.
It may feel 100%, but his arm won't be at 100% ability until next year. Because
I
coming
feel
off
like
an injury like that,
this guy is basically your son. The way right now,
no, bro.
the
Look
the way
at
you
no, no,
project him
no.
is technically you're like his father.
I'm not his father. God damn it. How
So sensitive.
I am not sensitive. I am telling you the truth. Coming off of okay, how was Dak Prescott coming off that broken leg?
Still Dak Prescott.
No, he wasn't.
Still Dak Prescott.
No, he wasn't. Was it last year? Was it last year or the year before that he came back from the broken leg where he wasn't able to move and he threw so many interceptions? I think it was last year.
Might have been last year.
Yeah. Yeah. He was pressing. So that's what I'm saying. Brock Purdy next year, elbow is going to be better, going to be able to read better the defenses more, going to take a step in his progression. Bro, he's
We'll
still
see. We'll see. Look, there's
bro,
still a lot to see, to be honest.
bro.
I'm still spectacle. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just spectacle,
Bro, what more do you have to see? He's played 20 career games.
I have to see, when, it's all
No,
and the Packers was the first step, The last drive against the Packers was the first step for me.
You know what? You still believe Trey Lance could have done what he did, what happened against
I
the
believe Trey Lance, you know, could have been really good, but obviously he
you
let me
playing
down.
too much Madden.
He let
How
me
many
down.
Super Bowls you won with Trey Lance?
Zero, because I traded him every year.
No, you didn't. That's a
I
lie.
did. I actually did. I traded him for Jalen Hurts. Yep. I love me some Jalen Hurts. So yeah, he's my guy in Madden at least. I'm just being for real.
I'm just saying, I don't know, man. 25 career game. Because, bro, every other quarterback except for Patrick Mahomes, whose numbers are just astronomical. Astronomical. Actually, actually, ooh. Um, if we look at Patrick Mahomes' first two playoff appearances, he went 4-1, 63% completion percentage. Like his playoff record, 4-1 playoff record, 63% completion percentage, one game winning drive, and one fourth quarter comeback the year he won the Super Bowl. Just saying.
Hey, I hope we win this year. I'm just saying, I hope we win. I'll be wearing my jersey the day of. You know what I'm saying? So I hope we win. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. What's next for today?
Hmm. Oh, I'm just because like I bro, it's just fucking ridiculous, dog. Like it's just ridiculous because I'm looking at it. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff. Um, yeah, the only person that like I can't really make a comp for is Patrick Mahomes because bro, Patrick Mahomes is not from this planet. 9,000 yards in 2 seasons starting, bro.
Absurd. Absurd.
If you include playoffs, that's 10,600 yards, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. And dude, Mahomes has a damn near 4-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Hey,
And and that right there is part of the reason why I'm so, like I think Brock Purdy can still elevate and take another step. Because Lamar Jackson, 2.6 to 1 touchdown interception ratio. Jared Goff, 2.3 to 1 touchdown interception ratio. Josh Allen, 2.5 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio. Like I know it's just numbers, but it matters because those turnovers, and he doesn't fumble the ball either. Brock does not fumble the ball either.
he actually, surprisingly, he doesn't fumble the ball. But look, like I said, I think it's, still early in his career. We still have a lot to see. We still don't know everything.
Do
Yeah.
you think this is the best Brock Purdy you're gonna see?
No.
Okay. Now, so we're getting somewhere with you.
But that doesn't mean I can't be spectacle about it too.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't mean I still don't have
Doubts?
I still can't doubt him. I can still doubt him.
No, you can doubt him. That's fine. You can doubt him. But do you still think this isn't the best Brock Purdy we can see? Like, do you still think he can progress? He can elevate. He can develop more, just like Mahomes. Even after that Super Bowl, took another step. Because that's
Um,
what I'm saying. If we win the Super Bowl with Brock this year, not if, when we win the Super Bowl with Brock this year, another year, arms healthier, another year, able to read more defenses. Because, bro, 25 games, he hasn't played all 32 teams. He hasn't
no,
seen.
no, good. Look. To your point, yes, he probably will get better, but I'm still, doubtful of what he can do. Like he has to show me a little bit more. Like that's really it.
What does he have to do?
Dude, he just has to show me a little bit more. Like you got to give me more drives like the one in like Green Bay. Like the ones that really mean it. Like you got to have them. That's what he's got to do.
Oh, actually, that's actually a really good point. Let's see. You
No,
know,
no, no. Don't bring up the stats because I've seen it with the Packers. I've
No, no,
seen it with
no.
the Packers. If he could do more games like that where we win,
But
though he should have had one with the Browns,
you know
but I
something? You know, Lamar Jackson has never had a fourth quarter game-winning drive or comeback in the playoffs.
and he's still an MVP. So I'm still gonna give it to Lamar. If you give me a choice to choose
Playoffs when
Lamar,
it matters,
if
when
you
it
gave me a
matters, when it
choice, and
counts.
if you gave me a choice to choose Brock or Lamar, I'm choosing Lamar without a doubt. Like that.
I'm not going to dispute that. Like again, I'm
So
not
what's the
disputing
point?
that. I'm not disputing that. Again, these are like Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. These are the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. I won't dispute that. But what I'm saying is Brock Purdy is a comp with those guys.
Mm, mm,
That's what I'm saying.
mm.
And what I'm saying, when it matters the most in the playoffs, when I need a quarterback to show up, neither Lamar Jackson nor Josh Allen have done what Brock Purdy has done. And that's come back in the fourth quarter, and that's lead a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. And that's in their entire career. That's not in the first two playoff games or whatever. That's in the entirety of their NFL careers. That's all I'm saying. It's just a redonkulous argument at this point to not give Brock Purdy. So yeah, that's literally like that's just my gripe. Like the national media disrespecting our team, like literally underestimating the talent and like that we have from our wide receivers, not like they disrespect Brock Purdy by saying, "Oh, it's a talent around him." Then they disrespect the talent around him by not ranking them accordingly, and then it's just a clusterfuck of just annoyingness from the national media this week, just because they want to make it seem like Detroit really has a chance against us this week in San
Detroit does have a chance. They're a good team. They're not winning though. It's gonna be, 7 touchdown, 10-point game probably.
I
But
hope I hope they sent Fred Warner that clip of the herd hierarchy where they rank the players, because that shit was just fucking disrespectful. Did you watch the clip I sent you?
yeah, I watched it.
What were your
Man,
thoughts?
look, man. Look, we're gonna win. We're gonna show everyone, that we're a phenomenal team and that, they shouldn't count us out for anything.
No, but what were your thoughts when you saw that list?
It was dumb. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. I saw the first five, and then I immediately exited out. I was like, this is some BS. I'm done. And I left. I didn't watch the rest. I'm being so serious.
Okay. Yeah. 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 They didn't even, bro, he didn't even fucking rank Fred. And then
Which
the
is
thing,
stupid.
no, and it's just also it fucking fit his narrative. Like I'm a huge Cowherd fan, don't get me wrong, but it was just so stupid just seeing how in the past Cowherd had ranked Fred top 5, top 10 most important players in the game, and to not even rank him in this list just so it could fit his narrative, just so it makes Detroit look better. Come on, bro. Not
It
even
happens. It happens. But I mean, yeah. I mean, let's move on. What's next?
let's see. Oh, Antonio. So I want to say this one. The AFC West has 3 terrific head coaches and Antonio Pierce.
He's
Yeah,
good, bro. Antonio Pierce is a
said that.
good coach.
Said that. I said that. Fuck you, Amy Trask.
Antonio Pierce is a good coach.
uh, he's okay. He's okay. But 3 terrific head coaches and Antonio Pierce. You got Sean Payton, who still has Russell Wilson on that roster. You got Jim Harbaugh with Justin Herbert. And you got Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes. And Antonio Pierce with Aiden O'Connell. Brock Purdy super, super, super late.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They might make a trade for someone. Who knows?
I don't know, bro. The only salvation that they have is maybe Kirk Cousins, who's going to be the offensive coordinator there. I don't know if they've hired one yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind
Like, Am I wrong though? Am I wrong? I know I'm taking shots at Amy Trask because of the fact that she took shots at my guy Brock. We got what was it? We have 7 terrific quarterbacks, and she included a Baker Mayfield in that 7 terrific quarterbacks and Brock Purdy. So you got 3 magnificent head coaching quarterback combos, terrific, whatever the fuck, and Antonio Pierce and Aiden O'Connell. Good luck, Raiders. Suck on it.
Yeah.
What was who they hire? Tom Telesca. Good luck, Tom. Uh, good luck, Raiders. I don't believe in you. I don't think you guys are going to be fine next year. Especially with the head coaching moves that are made. Bill Belichick, I think, is going to be out this year. I still think Bill to the Buffalo Bills and Bill maybe to Kansas City is a thing.
Oh, maybe. I guess if they need a defensive coordinator,
No, with Andy Reid retires.
if he retires, I doubt he retires.
Well, they were speculating it that he might retire.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, who knows?
And then the Falcons passed up on what's his face?
Everybody. Let's be honest. Everybody.
Everybody passed up on Bill.
No, everybody passed up on the Falcons. The Falcons passed up on everybody. They hired.
Raheem Morris.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
passed up on everybody. They said no to Mike Vrabel, no to Bill. So yeah, that surprised me.
I don't think Bill's gonna coach this year. Do you?
It looks like nobody wants him.
That's a damn shame. It looks like I'm gonna be real with you. It looks like nobody wants defensive coaches, defensive head coaches.
Mm, yeah, I guess that's what it's looking like. Yeah.
Who name a defensive head coach other than Raheem Morris that got hired, and Antonio Pierce. That's 2, but Antonio
No one.
Pierce is more like a specialties head coach than he is a defensive minded head coach. I don't even think
Yeah, so
defensive plays.
it's
Uh,
interesting. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just oh.
We'll see.
It's just interesting. It is interesting. I wonder who Seattle's gonna bring in. I'm surprised they haven't made Dan Quinn official.
Screw him. Screw Dan Quinn. Yeah, whatever.
Ben Johnson. Oh, that's also another reason why I think the game on against what's it called, Detroit might go our way. With all due respect to Detroit, Washington is pursuing the fuck out of Ben Johnson, and Ben Johnson might be planning a what's it called, his staff and his crew for Washington. So in order to like his mind might be someplace else, and when things like this, because it's been very like publicized how much Washington is interested in what's his face in Ben Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when things like that happen, I wouldn't be surprised if oh, Debo! Yes! Debo's playing the NFC Championship game.
I kind of knew that was gonna happen. I was like, "There's no way he's sitting out," but
Well, I saw him practice yesterday.
yeah,
He just announced he's playing tomorrow.
yeah.
Oh, and I think they're
For
right.
Sunday.
Ragno, he might be injured.
Yeah, it's. I told you they're facing injury. They're in a state of constant. You know, they're in a bad state right now. Okay,
You know what I said about like the Buffalo Bills, how they were coming off of like emotional wins and like they were just too hot and like that eventually runs out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way about Detroit. Emotional win against Dallas, fought hard the last 2 weeks or whatever to clinch their division, clinch the 3 seed or whatever. Got the playoffs, got that emotional home road victory divisional round. Now they're on the road. Successful season. Too bad you're going home, guys.
Yep.
Anyway, bro. I think we're good. Any life advice for the people? Empowering with positivity, real quick.
I I think for this week, I don't really got anything, you know. Um, I think I said what I needed to last time, to be honest.
Okay. Everything good with you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, life is good. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Yeah.
Really quick, what are you hoping to accomplish by the end of the week? Any
Um,
Gotta have something planned.
well, I got work, so get some good open houses done, get some good news, hopefully, from some lenders, some clients. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in buying real estate in the Northern California area or just in California in general, my little brother, Alex, he would be happy to help you. You can reach out to him via email. You'll see his email here at the bottom shortly. Um, but yeah, bro, I appreciate you for being here. We'll probably be back on Monday to recap and hopefully celebrate us making the Super Bowl for the what? Third time in our lifetime.
Yeah, not that many. Sucks, huh?
It sucks that it sucks that we haven't
That we
won.
haven't won. Yeah, that we haven't won
It
is
would
the
have been great if we had won one. But
yeah.
hopefully that's this year with Mr. Irrelevant. That would be an amazing story. I would go watch that movie. Go
Me too.
watch the movie. I'm
Too.
Yeah. Brock Purdy, you're my guy. Love you, bro. Love you too, bro. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for some announcements.
An update on my picks, ladies and gentlemen. So, I know I said the Chiefs were going to cover or upset the Ravens, but if anything, take the Ravens on the money line. Guys, I'm going to edit that. I think you guys should take the Ravens and the points. Joe Tooney is going to be out, and he is the Chiefs' right guard. He's one of the best right guards in the league, or he's one of the best guards overall in the league. He's not going to be playing. And that pass rush for the Ravens is a real pass rush, and it's going to be giving the Chiefs problems all day, guys. I know the Chiefs have an outstanding defense, but to be completely honest with you guys and frank, and also they're missing Sky Moore. I know he's been out since December 18th, and he hasn't been planned on coming back. But just missing Joe Tooney is also a big, big piece. And the episode that we shot, we shot it actually yesterday, and I wasn't feeling too well. I was sick. I told you I got sick and tired of hearing all the slander on my guy Brock Purdy. So I didn't have enough time to edit and post the episode. After sleeping it off and after looking at the injury report today, I have to give you guys a real update on the picks. Take the Ravens -4.5 over the Chiefs, and then take the Niners -7 over the Lions. The national media, I believe, has lit a fire under the team with the amount of disrespect shown to the players. And no disrespect to the Lions, but they're also going in there with an injured Frank Ragno. Debo is playing, and then I think they're also missing their center as well. Or I think Ragno is the center. They're missing one of their offensive linemen, and the other one that's coming in is injured. And if we can't rush the passer at this point, guys, we don't deserve to win this game. Take the Niners -7 over the Lions. Take the Ravens -4 over the Chiefs. It's going to be a close game up until the end, where I believe both teams are just going to pull away and show their dominance and show you guys why they were the number one teams in the NFL this year. Guys. Moving on to announcements. Alex and I are going to be dropping another crossover episode where we go over Legend of Korra. You guys are going to be watching a series of A&A crossing over with N1 from the End Zone episodes. That's going to be in its own thing, episode 2 for me. I think Alex is going to just have that as one of his episodes because he's still growing his podcast, which I'm totally fine with. I don't care. Alex, I love you, bro. Guys, Alex and I are currently working on other things, and hopefully we're going to be sharing that news with you guys here in a bit. So stay tuned for those announcements. Also, my little brother Alex, I love you, bro. Thank you for doing these episodes with me, guys. It's just been a great time. I'll be real with you. This episode, not one of my best episodes, just because I'm sick and the amount of time I put into it, not the best. But I promise you, episode 10 is going to be a lot better. I appreciate you guys for being here. I love you guys. If I haven't said it earlier in this episode, know that I appreciate you guys. Please like, share, comment on the video. Share this with your partner. Share this with your girlfriends, boyfriends, moms, sisters, brothers, dads, whoever you want, stepdads, everybody, share it. I appreciate you guys. Always listen for positivity or make some money with my picks. You guys just watched the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you.